kind of last weekend was probably the story of our season. Come up short. They finished an 18-play drive to finish it to cap the win. We had some opportunities, I think, to get in there. We had to kick a field goal, a couple turnovers, slow some drives. Just kind of the way things have gone. When you do those type of things or commit those errors or let a play do an 18-play drive to go score, that's how you lose ball games. So I don't know if it's no secret to what happened. But with that said, you got to get all your focus in on this one. Play for Riverville Classic rivalry game. I think the way our season has gone, this game, this is our bowl game. This is our playoffs. This is everything, and this gives us something to play for and something to finish that has something at stake. And I know our guys are looking forward to playing it. Nice to be on TV, marquee game Thursday night. You're going to be the center of attention in the Southland Conference, and I'm looking for our guys to play really well in this one. I'll go back over the whole year because it's the last one. Is that I don't think anything's been for a lack of effort or anything like that. But I think we haven't done the things you got to do to win, and that's it's pretty cut and dry. I mean, certain things you have to do to win football games. One is to execute, throw the ball, catch it, block the right guys, take your responsibility on defense, take your guy, cover your man, whatever else it is. I mean, those are things you have to do. I mean, and most of our things, we think we've been in a lot of tight ball games, close down to the wire. So it shows it's not I don't think it's a talent thing or that. I mean, we can sit there and make all the excuses in the world about guys who've been hurt and things like that. But the bottom line, when a guy runs out there, he's representing Southeastern, and he's had reps, he's had practice, and we expect him to do those things. And it's our job as coaches to put him in better spots. Now, maybe we could have done a better job of that. I think you always, when you lose, you always second guess yourself and everything you've done. What could I have done different? And that's what you should. What could I have done different that would have won? I think that's really what you got to do. When you lose, you better go over with a fine-tooth comb and tear out everything you can and try to find out where did you do. And we'll do that when the time comes. Obviously, the season we're going to rake through it. Right now, we just got to find a way to play better than we have on Thursday night, and a chance to play for Riverville Classic and put our seniors out the right way. Any questions?
I know last week going in, you guys didn't know who you were going to start. At what point did you know this year was going to be able to go for you guys?
Well, I thought, again, really probably Wednesday's practice, he was throwing the ball well enough. Still wasn't throwing it that well. He was drastically a lot better on Saturday. If you watched our practice, he couldn't probably throw the ball 25 yards on Tuesday, Wednesday. Threw it a little better Thursday, and felt a little better I think, the day off Friday, and then Saturday, still not full strength, but he was healthy enough to go, and I thought he played really well. I thought he was efficient with the football. I'm sure there's things you'd like to have back, but based on the circumstances he was in, I thought that he really did a good job. Yeah.
Coach, that drive at the end, kind of what Stephen F. Austin did to us.
Yep.
Is that one of the frustrating things? Because that's kind of the stuff that your team usually does. We've talked
Yep.
about this in the past.
That's the things you got to do to win. I mean, you can't let people do stuff like that. We had chances that can beat on a couple, third downs, throws, and move down there and get in the fourth down, and we had it stopped. You got to execute. We always talk about this, as competitive greatness. I think we've missed it this year. And what does that mean? It means is being at your best when your best is needed. And when it's the last 2 minutes of a ball game, you got to wrap it up. When it's the last minute of a half and they got the ball and they're going down, that ain't the time to miss tackles, and it's not the time to drop balls, and it's not the time to, while your team needs you, and it's time to step up. And that's what good players do. And I think our guys will do that this week. I really do. I think we're going to answer the bell. It's not for lack of effort. I think what we got is I think I've said it before. We've got some guys that got thrown in the fire a little earlier than they were supposed to, and they're making mistakes and feeling their way through. And that's part of football.
Coach, can you comment on Nickel State's offense?
Yeah. It's kind of like tail two heads. It's they're running the heck out of the ball, and then last week they throw it 50 times. Obviously changing quarterback. So I don't what are we going to get? I'm not really sure. I mean, I think they've done two extremes, and he's trying to find ways to win ball games. That's what you're doing. And you could be two extremes. But it'd be like what we did, and we Mike Eugene in the backfield. We threw the ball to Harlan Miller last week. We got Ashton Henderson lined up at tight end, blocking people. Mickey Fong to a fullback. We're trying to fill some gaps that we maybe lost with some players. We're trying to fill it with some guys on the other side of the ball. So I think their offense is they've moved to football. Probably the same problems. They're having problems putting the ball in the end zone. But they've scored some points lately. And you put 31 up on Central Arkansas. That's pretty impressive because Central Arkansas is, I think, one of the better defenses in this conference. I think they're they're the top 3, and to put 31 points on them, something we couldn't do. So I think you got our attention. You should have all of our respect for that. I think Coach Rebo's done a really good job. I think he's really done a good job. Didn't hurt any to mention that. I think he got to when Cody Sutton went down the first play of the game. He tore his MCL. He's obviously done for the year. Looking at Thursday night, we're going to recognize some seniors, and several of them are going to be in street clothes. I hate it for him. It was his first carry of the ball game too. So, he's done a great job here. I think you got to pay tribute to that. He's done a great job here. Helped us win 2 conference championships, won a lot of football games. Been a leader to our football team, and wishing him the best in his recovery and everything that he does there.
Given what's at stake, to try to finish on a good note, do you give seniors that normally would have started a chance to kind of celebratory, get them a chance to start and then pull them out, or you going with the best 11 on each side? You got to get this.
I'm trying to win football games, so I'm putting the best 11 on that football field, getting out there, and the guys, whoever's going to give me a chance to win. I think our guys all understand that. We're trying to get the seniors out there that, again, they can help. Most of them can, and they're in their spots where their best roles to fit. But, my job is to win football games for this university, and I think they all know how I feel about them. But my job is to win football games, and we're going to put the best 11 out there to do that.
Talked about it already, got a little creative with putting some guys in spots that you don't normally see. And that's something that you guys are going to stick with?
Yeah, we're going to have to, again, it was just being, where we are situation-wise, we're a little low on some depth than we've been in the past. We just, some other guys out and banged up and can't do the job. So we're going to use whatever we got. If I think Todd can line up and carry the ball, if we give him some eligibility, we're going to line him up there and give me a first down. I worked you into the press conference. How's that? Yeah, you're gonna see some guys because they can help us, and they need, so we're gonna get them over there for what they can and try to get them involved and give us a spark. So,
Coach, football's a team sport, but this past week, SeniorBowl.com put on their website that they'd invited Harlan Miller to the game.
Yeah.
And that's a big honor for a guy who's given so much.
Yeah, huge honor for him. I said that before. I was so proud of him. Comes in here, a small country boy out of Kentwood, Louisiana, and really has worked himself and grown up as a young man here. And to get that award, I think when I announced it to the team, they all went nuts. They're excited for him. So huge honor. Great for our university again. This is again, we've had several be in the Senior Bowl the last couple of years, and to get that stage and get on that center stage are the best athletes in college football, and a chance for him to up his stock for the NFL draft, and I'm just excited for him, and I'm looking forward to going down there and watching play.
Nicholls State defensively, what are you seeing that they're doing well?
I think what Rebo came in and did there is they're trying not to beat themselves. They're pretty vanilla coverage. Playing some base, over defense, cover 3. Not a lot of pressure stuff. He's just trying to eliminate mistakes right now, which is that's what you do. So they're playing hard, they're playing aggressive, and they're playing with passion. And again, that means they got the right man for the job.
Everybody good? Just wanted to ask you just one last thing, just how you could have never envisioned being down 14-7 to McNeese and now playing out the streak, or how fast this thing could fall, where
Yeah.
you're in position where all your goals on the table, and just how tough it is to have to swallow with the injuries and
Yeah.
confidence that you're sitting here with a lot, you know, just to get a really
Yep.
be able to play for them.
Yeah. It's a tough one to swallow. It's something I think that at that point you go, oh, this game transcends football. It's about life and teaching kids about adversity. I didn't know that was my job this year, but you teach them how to respond to when you have goals and aspiration and it goes straight down the gutter. What do you do next? And the only thing you can do is keep plugging away, keep working. So we've got a lesson that hopefully we taught some young guys, and that's how you're trying to get out of it. You know, what can we learn from this situation? And some lessons are learned probably a little too late. Some lessons hopefully will transcend a lifetime, and they're going to be better men because of it. And hopefully our returners are going to be a better football team because of it. And I think we've got some younger guys that down the road they're going to be better leaders because of what they just saw. You know, the fact is, I mean, the ball don't bounce your way all the time. You can say all those little cliches, but they're true. You know, you're going to run adversity. Things just aren't going to happen the way you had it mapped out. Probably the gut-wrenching thing is how we've lost them. We've been in every one. We could sit here. We could actually technically be here. We could be 10-0. We're a couple drives and a couple balls away, a couple catches, a couple tackles, and you know. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to say, hey, we had our goals set. We came up short. For underclassmen, thank goodness we're going to get another shot. I really think we're going to rebound a lot stronger than people think. But we ain't like this things. I mean, it ain't like we're getting pounded 40-0 every week. I still think this team's capable of beating anybody. But in order to do that, you know, what you don't want to be is bet down the wire and say, yeah, the only way we beat you is we got to play perfect. No, somewhere along the lines, you got to be able to. You want to be able to pass. We're going to beat people because what? We're going to make mistakes, but we're going to explosive plays and we're going to score, and that's some things we're missing. We're missing on offense, the explosive plays and the, you know, somebody take this, take a 5-yard hitch and take it to the house, make a guy miss and go, break 3 tackles and score. Put together a couple explosives together and get us in the end zone, and we're missing that. And sadly enough, I mean, but we're fighting like crazy, but it's real hard to win football games going 3 and 4 yards at a pop because history tells you sooner or later you're going to make a mistake, and we do. We get a penalty. If we put the ball on the ground, we can't recover. We get a sack. Right now, we have not been able to recover from those things. That's a tough way to win football games. You know, we know the cards have been dealt to us, but I think we identified 5-6 weeks ago how we were going to have to win football games, and we didn't do it. And I think ultimately that's a true lesson probably about it is that. In life, you're going to find out what do you got to do to win and be successful, and it's always different, But what do you got to do in this situation to be successful? And once you identify it, you got to go get it done.
What's your assessment of the defense and what they've been able to do this season? I know you guys. The one I'm thinking about is right before halftime, where you guys are able to keep them out from scoring to kind of.
Yeah. I think our defensively, if you say, I think at times we've been really dominating. If you really tell the truth, is that the fact is that 2 games, that when you lose in the last drive, some of it is because our depth has been dwindled down, and we've got guys that are tired because they're making mistakes in that play 70 that they didn't make in play 20, and the fact of the matter is, you guys get tired, the communication falls off and stuff, and so I think at times we can be dominating. I want us to come out there and be dominating. We were dominating almost for 3 quarters. But I think we ran out of gas, and I think that's a big problem. So I think we're really good on defense. I still think we are. I think we are, but I don't think we're. I think we've got to have other guys. We got to have other people that can play, so guys aren't tired, and we can't finish an 18-play drive and we let it with a touchdown and a win. And we've done that twice. So.
Thursday night, we're going to see Deshae and Donovan, or what is the quarterback situation looking like?
Right now, we're going to see Deshae, and he's our guy. And as long as he's healthy, he's on that field, and he gives us the best opportunity to win football games. Yep.
What about besides Julius? How you feel at Cody's spot, or what?
Eugene Bethea, the next guy. Yeah. We've only got two.
I was about to say that.
The next guy's Mikey Eugene, and the next guy, yeah, and the next guy, we start going through the deck of cards and we find one.
That's where Todd comes in.
Yeah, that's where Todd comes in. That's when Ashton gets up, then we get the power eye and we dive right and dive left. Yeah. I hope we don't get to that point. So,
What's the mindset of the team right now from what you can?
you know what? I thought yesterday's practice was really good. I think the mindset, to be honest, is for a lot of them it's crud. What happened? You know, what happened? And I think they're still going through. I think the last week's still been going through some shock of, is this really happening? And so I know that because we hear it, and a lot of them are hurting. But like I said, there ain't nothing you can do about that. The only thing we can do is go out there and try to win a ball game. I mean, you can sit there and be upset about it, but that's just going to add the fuel to the fire. We got to move on, and I think our guys gonna do that. We're gonna play really hard Thursday. They're gonna play really hard. We gotta make sure at the end of the day we gotta have more points than they do.